So I didn't sleep last night. I had so much going on in my head, it was just like, it wasn't happening. So I've come out to watch the sunrise, but I feel really guilty because I've not got Romeo, and I literally ran all over the house trying to find his lead. Couldn't find it anywhere. I've gotten down here and I remembered I took it off in the garden yesterday. So I'm feeling guilty, but let's see if we can see the sunrise. I'm a bit early for the sunrise and it's still pretty cloudy, so I don't know if we're actually going to see it. So instead I'm going to talk to you about what kept me up last night. Probably going to do this as a YouTube video, like in a long form, because it's all around neurodivergence, just parenting. I'll explain. So I've like rested my phone so that I knew my arms would ache. So I don't even know where to start. So every birthday, so I have 4 kids. All of them have autistic and ADHD traits. 2 are going for a diagnosis. 2 aren't. Initially all 4 were, but 1 wants to join the Navy, and we realised that actually he might not get in with a diagnosis. And then so another one of them was like, I don't know if I want to. So 2 are still waiting for, we had to do them separately, like autism and ADHD, so 2 of them are on, they've had like half of it, and then they're waiting for like the next, I can't remember what it is, like, I want to say playing, I think they watch them interactions, I don't know, anyway, that wasn't the point. So all 4 are different. My eldest is very much like how you would imagine Asperger's when that's what they used to diagnose, like black and white, right and wrong, like academically really like bright, like picks things up very quickly, but I have to like teach empathy, I have to teach like emotional skills, whereas the other 3 are, so my eldest also doesn't tend to doesn't have extreme emotions, like he's more of a thinker, whereas the other 3, their emotions are right there. 2 of them will explode, 1 of them will hold it in, and implode. When my eldest, I think was 2, it was either 2 or 3, but I don't feel like he was big enough for 3. I think it was his 2nd birthday, and when he come into me and Matt in the bedroom, we started to sing like happy birthday to you, and I hope there's nobody around. And he screamed no, and he cried, and he ran out of the room, and we were like, that was different. So from then we started to realise we needed to do things a little bit differently. He's going to be 14 in just over a week, so this was like 12 years ago. And then with the other 3, we kind of realised that expectations, people looking at them, just the general thing that you get on birthdays where people are more like, I was going to say over the top, but I just mean, I don't know, like me, like just a bit bigger in the personality, you know, like you're trying to make it special for them, trying to make them feel special, I guess. And we realised that's like, no, like, no, just don't go there. Anyway, all of that was to say that on my eldest birthday, on 5th of September, we're going to do a park run, but we're going to do a £10 park run. So it's a new thing that my brother spotted, and it's a guy that goes into the charity shop and spends £10 on an outfit to wear to a park run. My eldest loves park runs, like does them every week. So we were like, let's do this, and then, you know, we get to raise £10 for a charity as well as, you know, celebrating his birthday. Everyone wants to do it, as in, I say wants to, I don't think Matt, my husband, really wants to, but everyone's going to do it. The 4 kids essentially wanted to do it, but it's not something we've ever done before, so it's unknown. We've picked each other's outfits, so like there's been like a name out of a hat, so somebody's going to pick your outfit, you're going to pick somebody else's. I'm going to buffer that with the kids to be like, right, on Friday, pick an outfit that you want to wear just in case you don't like or don't feel comfortable in the one that gets picked for you. But then I also know that if they don't wear that outfit, they're going to feel a lot of guilt, and they're going to feel like they missed out, and they're going to feel like they wish they had done it. So that's going to be a lot to deal with. And if they do go ahead with the outfit, there's obviously going to be people looking and making comments, because that's the whole point of it. It's a fun thing. And that kind of thing is like hit and miss with how well it goes down. I can't control what anybody else says. I wouldn't want to. I want the kids to experience the world as it is, you know, have different interactions with people, because people are different. That's what helps us grow. It's healthy. But it's hard work as the parent, because I'm always having to listen out for something that has been said that I know that would stay in their mind, that they would either explode maybe a few seconds later, or keep it, and then implode later. I've just clicked. I think it's not being able to relax. I think that's what the weight is, and I think that's what the heaviness, like I think that's what it is. Like I can't just, so like if I was just doing this, or you know, like doing it with friends, whatever, I'd find it really fun. And I'm still gonna find it fun because I believe in living in the moment, but I can't relax in that. I make the most of the good times, so if one of the kids is like smiling, happy, I will fully be in that. Like I 100% make the most of that. I'm there. I'm happy to. I'm in it. But I know within me, I'm also going to need to have a lot of patience, just in case. So yeah, that's a lot of what I was thinking about last night. The kids also really struggle with like labels and itchiness and seams, hem and everything. But again, they're going to want to wear it because they're going to want to join it. It's just where their tolerance is going to be on the day. But then it's also Tyler's actual birthday on that day, which means we're going to have the emotions, because even if it's not their particular birthday, the other kids will all have more extreme emotions on somebody else's, like on a sibling's birthday, because they kind of feel this expectation on them to be a certain way. And me and Matt, for a few years, for a lot, like 12 years, have done no expectations. So as each like next kid has come along, we've just kept it low key, we've kept it simple. Oh, hey, come on, I didn't see that. That's alright, I was just talking. I get so embarrassed when people come. I also have a really embarrassing thing where I copy people's accents, like unintentionally, and especially if somebody's from Yorkshire, I very quickly copy their accent because my dad's from there, and it just seems to come out. Anyway, I cannot remember where I got to. I'm gonna have to watch my video and see where I got to. So yeah, so we have kept it low key. We've kept it simple since then, but it's still, even that, you know, no balloons, no music, no things like this, no big happy birthdays. It's still, there's still something that unsettles the kids, I guess. We always ask them with birthdays, like, do you want a cake? Do you want to make your cake or pick your cake? Or do you want it to be a surprise? Do you want candles on a cake? Do you want anyone to sing happy birthday to you? Do you want anybody to say happy birthday? We don't wrap presents. Their presents is usually food. It's like food that they love, and we have like a sweetie trail from outside of their bedroom down to the lounge, and then there'll be like the food that they enjoy eating. on the sofa. There might be like some, like I've got like bird houses, or like if I see something on sale that I think, oh, that's a nice little gift, then I'll get it. But for birthdays and Christmases, we tend to go for things that they are going to need. So like clothes, shower gel, like things that they need, but the things that they like. Thought I'd throw that in there just in case anybody else feels like they need to give like big presents and stuff. Just so you know that, you know, we don't. We do try to do an experience. And I do say to like family, if they were wanting to get a gift, like, could they put towards an experience, like to go and do something? Because as a family of 6, and especially with me not working, we don't go out to places. And also, we don't want to waste money because we never know what's going to happen if we go for like a day out somewhere. You never know if like somebody's going to be really, really, really unhappy and not actually do it, and then you've just spent a fortune on something you didn't need to. So we normally we'll do parks and beaches and woods and, you know, like National Trust places. But then on their birthday, it would be nice to like for Tyler's birthday. I don't know if he's going to see this. So me, Matt and Tyler are going to go somewhere on his birthday. Anyway, I don't know if anybody would still be watching this. I am super tired now. If you are still watching and you have diagnosed or undiagnosed kids, just know that I feel the weight too. All of that extra thinking. And there's another thing that gets me, is with my kids that explode, like you see the emotion, like everybody sees the emotion. We can get comments. I don't know how to word this. It can feel a lot for people around, and I think they only ever see the outburst or the explosion, and they don't see that every single time after one of my kids has like just gone from like 0 to 100 in anger or whatever it is, nobody else sees how that child talks to themselves afterwards or talks to me about themselves. They will always say, I hate myself, why did I do that, why am I like this, I don't want to be here, no matter what it is. And I hate that. I hate that they feel that way about themselves. And it makes it even harder when you catch like a eye roll or like a little comment when one of them is really struggling and you are seeing the anger. Because I want to be like, you don't have a clue how they're going to feel, even in like 15 minutes sometimes. You know, it's like bang bang, sometimes like straight up, straight down. Other times it's like a few hours later when they've managed to regulate, usually after we've gone outside or done like a bike ride or a big walk or like got everything out through moving. That's when everything will just like, but obviously I can't address that person in the moment because my priority is my child, and I don't think they'd understand anyway, because I don't think you do unless you see it, and you wouldn't see that side of them because they don't have lots of people that they feel safe around. It's only really me or Matt that would see that complete vulnerability that they have after it. But yeah, anyway, I'm excited for the park run, Tyler's birthday, and I will just make the most of it. I think this is probably why my whole thing is finding the goodness, finding the beauty in your mess, because life is always messy. So you have to find the joy. You have to find the good bit. The sunrise is not coming. It's got lost today. I'm going to head to the beach because there's people everywhere now.